What is going down, faithful? Little bit of fun stuff headed our way. Obviously, some news has dropped. This before the game here against the Rams, obviously a must-win game. So we're going to take a second to look at some of the really big injury implications. We're going to talk about why they're so big. Obviously, you guys have probably already heard. If you haven't heard yet, sit tight. We are going to get through it because it has massive implications to the success of the San Francisco 49ers and their game against the Rams. And let's get right into it. So, as you may have heard, Big Trent Williams is officially out. This was something that we were very concerned about. This was a real concern. Obviously, we understand the trends of practice, how it all works. You got to get at least a limited practice on Friday. You have to really make us feel comfortable that you are going to be available. However, Kyle Shanahan talked throughout the week that he felt confident that even with no practice, left tackle Trent Williams could be available. However, we understand what the case is. There is no Trent Williams, no Silverback, no LT1, arguably the best player in the NFL right now today. Trent Williams will not be on the field for the San Francisco 49ers. Obviously, that hurts. That hurts big time. However, we do have a rookie who will step into his place. That rookie is going to be Jalen Moore. As we know, Jalen Moore has experience starting at left tackle this year. That is his natural fit. We tried him at right tackle when McGlinchey went down. Just wasn't his natural fit. He is not a right tackle. He is a left tackle. So Jalen Moore, the rookie out of Western Michigan, I believe we'll get his third career start. He will get his third career start today because big man Trent Williams will not be there to man the left side. Obviously, substantial news because you got edge rushers like Leonard Floyd. You've got guys like Von Miller. Obviously, we understand Aaron Donald lives in the middle, but hey, we've seen Aaron Donald play on the outside before too. So would not be shocked for Jalen Moore to get a little bit of outside love from Aaron Donald himself as well. So one of the positives that we can take away, because when we look at Jalen Moore, Jalen started against the Colts. He also played the entire preseason at left tackle because Trent Williams did not partake in preseason at all. So there was tons of valuable reps to be gained for Jalen Moore. He got that in the preseason. We talked about it in real time how, hey, this kid is getting valuable reps without Trent Williams. Who knows if we're going to need him later on in the year? And look at where we are. We find ourselves needing Jalen Moore to be successful. So that is what we're up against right now. Obviously, huge news. There's still some more news though. K'Wan Williams, KK, the man who's been holding down the slot cornerback position for the San Francisco 49ers since 2017. He will not be available either. So there is another player that we are missing. We are going to be missing K'Wan Williams out the slot. Another reason why that is impactful is because Diamador Lenore, who has kind of been slotted as our backup slot corner, he did not clear protocol. So he is still on the reserve COVID list. He will not play. So no Diamador Lenore. That likely means we could very well see Dante Johnson in the slot. From a matchup perspective, it actually is okay, in my opinion. Now, understanding the circumstances, Dante Johnson is a bigger body. When you look at the wide receivers that the Rams have, they have Van Jefferson, OBJ, and Cooper Kupp, all 6'1" and above. I believe OBJ is over 6 foot. Could be wrong there, but what that means is they have a little bit better matchup versus going up against a shiftier in space type of receiver. Now, don't get it twisted. Those wide receivers are all great route runners, so it will be very fascinating to watch. But boy, oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, we we have some fun stuff heading into a must-win game. Obviously, I think we understand what the stakes are. Win and get in, and that's how we do it. So that is the goal going into this, is obviously get in the dance and do it all. Um, I'm looking at updates as they come through. It does look like we will see um, looks like we will see Dre Greenlaw out there, so that will be nice. Potential for Dre Greenlaw out there, so hopefully that's the case. Obviously, here in the Bay Area, it's not only game day, but it's Clay Day. So obviously, here in the Bay, you're typically going to be a Warriors fan for the most part. So we're excited to see both Clay get his start today for the first time since tearing his ACL years ago, as well as the 49ers having an opportunity to come in here and get a dub. Uh, but we understand it is not going to be an easy task. Everything also is pointing towards Jimmy Garoppolo getting the start. No Aziz. Aziz is not playing either. So it does feel like it will be Dre Greenlaw, Fred Warner out there for the San Francisco 49ers. Obviously, at cornerback, it looks like it will be Emmanuel Mosley and Ambry Thomas. The addition and return of Emmanuel Mosley literally couldn't have come at a better time. We need E-Man more than we ever have. So E-Man will be back. I imagine he will be taking over the left cornerback position. Ambry Thomas goes to the right cornerback position, and Dante Johnson mans the slot. Obviously, Josh Norman was benched last week. Kyle admitted to benching him. And it does feel like they are just moving away from Josh Norman. So that's kind of what I would imagine, but you never know. We could see also Josh Norman play out of the slot as well. So, that being said, though, the 49ers do have Jimmy Ward back, which is probably one of the biggest additions they could have gotten in this game. Obviously, Jimmy Ward had 2 picks against Matthew Stafford in the Week 10 matchup against the Rams on Monday Night Football, and he has been someone that the 49ers have needed all year. Not only all year, but since their run in 2019. Jimmy Ward is one of the most important players on the entire team. He's definitely one of the most important players on the defense. He's up there with Fred Warner and guys like Nick Bosa. So what Ward brings to the back end is communication, awareness, smarts, putting his guys in the right position, understanding what the quarterbacks are trying to do to him. So we also understand Jimmy Ward is clamps when it comes to man-on-man coverage. So there is a realm of possibility where, hey, maybe the slot corners getting burnt a little bit. Okay, we have a guy in Jimmy Ward that potentially we can bring down, put on the line of scrimmage, play press man, and do the dirty work on the line of scrimmage. Jimmy Ward is capable of that. I am going to be keeping an eye out for Talanoa Hufanga. I am not 100% positive if he will be up today. He has been injured for the last couple weeks. I'm looking to see if you guys saw anything come through earlier. Let me know regarding Talanoa Hufanga, because he could be someone that could be relied on with no Marcel Harris and no Aziz Al Shair. So it will be interesting. But again, overall, the 49ers have gotten healthy for the most part. Obviously, Elijah Mitchell is back in the mix. Um, but we have heard the news: no Trent Williams, no K'Wan Williams. The two Dub Williams brothers, man, that is going to be tough to overcome. However, I do have faith in Jalen Moore, especially playing the left tackle side. He is good in pass protection. He has some work to do in the run game, but as a pass protector, he's a baseline competent pass blocker in the NFL. So that's good. That's good to know, especially with guys like Von Miller and those guys coming back. So huge, huge news. Um, we all understand the 49ers have to win and get in, but they also have an opportunity here where if the Falcons take care of business here against the Saints, the 49ers are locked into a playoff spot. Gotta have that right now. Obviously, I think that's making 49er fans feel a little bit more comfortable understanding they also have someone else who can lend them a hand and help them out. But we will find out here in a second. Um, to take K's point, Jalen is way better at left tackle than right tackle. That is a 100% correct take. So I feel okay. Um, I like I said, I think Jalen Moore is baseline competent as a pass blocker in the NFL, especially on the left side. So we're gonna see how that works against a formidable pass rush, a pretty good defensive line. We're gonna see how it shakes out, but it is going to be woo! It is going to be a game that I think has the makings of potentially one of the better games in this long rivalry of the NFC West teams between now the LA Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. Again, we understand how it is. What has been the talking points all week? The 49ers have won 5 in a row. Jimmy Garoppolo has never lost. Um, there's been a lot of interesting talking points about the ownership of the 49ers over the Rams, but don't get it twisted. One team here is 10-4. One team is trying to win the division. One team is calling this a hats and a t-shirt game. So at home, they want to win this game. They want to knock the San Francisco 49ers out of the playoffs. They want to win the division. There's a lot at stake here for the LA Rams, and it would mean the world to them to kick the San Francisco 49ers out the club. So it will be imperative for the San Francisco 49ers to show up ready to go, locked in, energy tight, and ready to roll here early against the LA Rams. Obviously, the LA Rams have a compensatory they have an ability to score quick and score in bunches. So it's going to be really on the offense to play keep away in a sense. Want to see the 49ers offense keep the ball away out of the hands of Stafford. Cam Akers will be returning, their second year running back who has a lot of potential. He's actually going to be getting his first start, I believe, not positive. It's going to be between him and Sony Michel, who has been running strong as of late. So we're going to find out what's going on with the two-headed backfield. Um, but they got weapons, keys to victory, defensive line. Get pressure on Stafford early and often. Arden Key, Nick Bosa, Eric Armstead, Kentavious Street, DJ Jones, it doesn't matter. Get pressure on Matthew Stafford. Get him uncomfortable. Get him off his spots. Make him make poor reads and poor throws. I want to see D'Amico Ryans have a D'Amico Ryans game where he is disguising coverages, really confusing them, which would allow the defensive line an extra step to get towards the quarterback. That's what I want to see. So there is an opportunity here where the 49ers come away with a dub and the 49ers get into the playoffs. We are absolutely going to want to see that. Um, how confident are you guys? I want to pull you guys in the chat really quick. How confident are you guys that the 49ers are going to get a win? Do you feel like that? Are you more nervous now that Trent Williams has gone down? K'Wan Williams has gone down. Are you more nervous? I want to see in the chat. I'm going to step away for literally 15 seconds and I will be right back. Bear with me one. And just like that, we are back. We are back. So I could see it in the chat. Lots of Go Falcons. We're a little nervous, things like that. But it's game day. If you got a drinks, get them. it could be a stressful game. It could be very stressful. We are going to find out. But it does appear that Jimmy Garoppolo will be starting for the San Francisco 49ers, even with the thumb injury. He is seen out there today warming up. Um, Looks like he's getting ready to go. He looks spatted up. Everything would indicate that Jimmy Garoppolo is headed towards another start. Again, I've never seen anything like this where a team refuses to name a starting quarterback. Like they still literally, if you really paid attention to how it's being worded, they still have not said who the starting quarterback is. Literally, last night, Adam Schefter tweets, "It's a hard lean." Like, what? Just say who the starting quarterback is. Like, this organization, this this team has gotten to a point where they literally refuse to tell us who the starting quarterback is. Whatever, I don't care. I just think it's hilarious that here we are in the last game of the year and they literally won't tell us who the starting quarterback is. Again, it could be Trey Lance. We could literally like come out and like say, "Oh, it's Trey Lance." And all the reports you would be able to point to and be like, yeah, they never really indicated who the starter is. There was no definitive, clear wording that would say Jimmy's getting the start. So we're we're gonna find out. I imagine it's gonna be Jimmy Garoppolo who's taking snaps under center for the San Francisco 49ers to start the game. I would be shocked if Trey Lance was starting again, but I'm watching, I'm looking. We got video of Jimmy Garoppolo in pads. He's throwing about 30-yard, 40-yard balls in warmups here. So it looks like Jimmy Garoppolo is ready to go, and he is kind of holding down that like starting warm up position. So it does look like Jimmy Garoppolo will get the first shot. Obviously, the things that we're going to be looking for from Jim today: how does he take a snap under center? How does he hand off the ball? How does the thumb hold up? How does the thumb hold up under duress? That is what we're going to be looking for, because obviously now Trent Williams has been a player that we've relied on to keep our quarterbacks clean. He's arguably one of the best players in the world at doing just that. Now we have a rookie coming in to be tasked with the same thing, and we'll see if they're going to be able to keep Jimmy Garoppolo clean. Obviously, with the thumb injury, we don't want anyone going near that hand. We don't want anyone to come close. So it's going to be interesting to see what type of offense they execute and run. It's going to be quick passing game, long developing. What are they going to go for? I would imagine they're going to go towards more of a quick passing style game with heavy run game being implemented, because, right, the more opportunities they put Jimmy Garoppolo in a position to get hit, there's more opportunities. The percentage chances go up that he actually re-injures his thumb. We don't want that. We do not want that. So it's gonna be a game, guys. It's gonna be a game. It's going to be something here. Uh, that is going to be a game for the ages. I think with all the drama, everything leading up to this game, the stakes, everything that's on the line, win and get in for the San Francisco 49ers. Rams have an opportunity to win the West and knock the 49ers out the playoffs. There's a lot. There's a lot going on here. So this has all the makings of one of the more dramatic games of the year. So get ready. Kickoff is going to be in about a half an hour from now. Uh, yes, in about 35 minutes. In about 35, 45 minutes, we're going to have kickoff for this game. It's going to be a crazy one. I hope you're right, Corey. I'm looking for Jalen Moore to have a big game like we talked about. I feel pretty comfortable with him considering he is a rookie. It is his birthday too. So maybe a little birthday juice for Jalen Moore. We need it. We need all the juice for the young left tackle. So hopefully we won't get too many situations where they, you know, the rookie starting rear, there's a ugly situation that happens as a result. Um, I want to see what you guys think in the chat. Who is going to be the unsung hero of this game? Obviously, we look at guys like Debo Samuel, George Kittle, Fred Warner, Nick Bosa, the big names, and we look to them to have big games. Who is the unsung hero of this game? I want to see it in the chat. I want to see someone call it. I want to see someone call it. Joshua is saying today's hero will be Arden Key. I like that. Arden Key has been playing phenomenally over the guards, especially when it comes to wrestling the passer. So that will be something that we would love to see. Some more unsung heroes. Mitchell. Mitchell has an opportunity to go crazy today. I imagine they're going to run the ball a lot. So he does. Robbie Gould, 100% could come down to a game-winning kick. Could absolutely do it. Elijah Mitchell again. Ben says all hands on deck. We're going to need everybody. So I could see that for sure. Yes, we need Matty Ice to have a big game. The hope is that is also a divisional game, a heated rivalry, very similar to Rams versus 49ers. Even though the Falcons don't have anything to play for, they can still knock their division opponent out the playoffs, which I'm sure would mean something to them. So they have a little bit to play for. So I'm excited. We got Ayuk balling out. We got Ayuk. Oh, the refs. That could be possible. That could be possible. Okay, so for what it's worth, San Francisco 49ers posted it's time to shine. Screw it. Let me pull it up. I'll pull it up here. We haven't seen this all year. That's why I want to talk about this. We have not seen this all year. We talked about the quarterback situation. It could literally be any moment. It could be any guy still. It could be any guy still. And let's look again right now why they're continuing to leave this speculation open. It's crazy. I've never seen them post like this, especially about the quarterback this year. They have been very specific in how they post about the quarterback this year. But this opportunity that we get to see, they are posting both. They are posting both. Now, again, this game could come to a situation where it does come down to both quarterbacks, but it's rare. Like, trust me, you guys know how I do. I'm all over social media. I'm all about trends. I'm all about all that kind of stuff. So I pay attention to all this. They don't post like this. They don't post like this. They don't post both quarterbacks. Like, it's so rare to see that from this social media management group, and obviously for good reason. But what have we talked about? We've talked about, hey, they still they still haven't named the starter. They still haven't named the starter. Now they're posting both quarterbacks. Again, little tinfoil hat stuff, nothing crazy. It's probably going to be Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy Garoppolo is probably going to be the starter. However, we could see a situation where Trey does actually play in this game. It could be both. We could need both. So we're gonna find out. We're gonna see what happens. I'm still looking to see what we got. So this just in from warmups. Emmanuel Mosley is starting, and across from Emmanuel Mosley is Ambry Thomas. So those are going to be your starting cornerbacks for the San Francisco 49ers against the Rams officially, according to on-field warmups, as the starting defense does their walkthrough period before they go to the sideline and get ready to the game. So those are going to be your starting cornerbacks for the day. Ambry Thomas and Emmanuel Mosley. We anticipated that, but it is official, and we like that. We absolutely like that. So, again, interesting. That's all I'm going to say. Just interesting. Probably doesn't mean much of anything, but it is interesting. Um, so I can imagine that Jimmy Garoppolo will get the start here um, for a huge game. Huge game. All we're asking for, no turnovers. No turnovers. That's all we want. We understand the 49ers start turning the ball over. It has a potential to be a long afternoon. Um, yes, Ward is playing. So, excuse me, trying to look for some of the last minute updates coming through. Obviously, if you are just joining us, updates are Trent Williams is out, Kwan Williams is out, Jalen Moore will be starting at left tackle. Oh, 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 snap. Oh, it is not. It is not Jalen Moore at left tackle. It is not breaking news in warmups. It is not Jalen Moore at left tackle. It is Colton McKivitz with the starting unit in warmups. Again, they tell you who the starters are in warmup period and walk through. And based on walk through, guess who's starting at quarterback? Jimmy Garoppolo. Okay. So Jimmy Garoppolo is getting the start, but the most surprising thing is it's going to be Colton McKivitz at left tackle. Holy crap. Colton McKivitz has not played this year. Colton McKivitz has been historically a guard. He has played all over. Again, training camp. He didn't make the final roster. He got cut after the training camp, which was a surprise to a lot of players inside that locker room that I spoke to. However, he was brought back on the practice squad, and he is now getting the start at left tackle. Holy crap. That is crazy. I did not have that on my 2021 bingo card. Um, Colton McKivitz to get the start at left tackle. I personally have not seen him play left tackle. I've seen him play right tackle in training camp. Um, I've seen him moved all over the place. Like I said, I envision McKivitz more as a guard. Um, but he is versatile. He does have the ability to play every spot on the offensive line. I think that's one of the things that they really like about him. But wow, that's crazy. That is crazy. Uh Colton McKivitz getting the start. Absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. Um that's crazy. Wow. That's crazy. If you guys remember, Colton McKivitz, I think in 2020, I think he got the start against the Rams in 2020. If you remember that one play that Aaron Donald had where he tipped the ball and it ended up being a pick. However, when Aaron Donald jumped into the air, Colton McKivitz absolutely demolished Aaron Donald when he jumped into the air. Wow, that is nuts. I was not anticipating that. That is a big shock. So even more implications here, guys, for the San Francisco 49ers as Colton McKivitz gears up for, I believe, his very first start at left tackle. I mean, talk about pressure. Talk about pressure and or lack thereof. This is crazy, guys. This is nuts. So we're going to see how that works out. We're going to see how that works out. Again, I don't have a baseline true understanding of Colton McKivitz in pass protection on an island. Obviously, I've seen him inside quite a bit. He's very serviceable. Um, but being on an island with guys like Von Miller, that's nuts. That's nuts. Okay. Let me get this post out. Breaking news, 49ers will start Colton McKivitz at left tackle in place of Trent Williams, per reports. Wow, that is crazy. Per reports. All right. Boy, oh boy, guys. Talk about the drama. We've talked about the drama. Now it can't get any higher than this. This is drama. Oh my goodness. This is nuts. Wow. Was not expecting that. Not expecting that. So we'll see how long that lasts. We'll see how long that lasts. That is nuts. Definitely wasn't expecting that. Yes, let's go Falcons, baby. Let's go Falcons, baby. So, all right, I think we got the full picture now. So, let's set the stage. Based on injuries and everything that's going on, Jimmy Garoppolo will start. Elijah Mitchell will start. Jeff Wilson will back him up. On the offensive line, it's going to be Tom Compton on the right, Daniel Brunskill on the right guard. Center will be Alex Mack. Left guard will be Laken Tomlinson. And in a shocking surprise, it will be Colton McKivitz starting at left tackle over Jalen Moore. And obviously, Trent Williams is out for the game. He is dealing with an elbow injury. So then, also from a wide receiver standpoint, everyone else is in a good spot. Tight ends are in a good spot. No real injuries there. If we flip over to the defensive side, we get Ward back. We get Emmanuel Mosley back. Emmanuel Mosley and Ambry Thomas are our starting quarterbacks heading into this game, but we have no K'Wan Williams. So who's going to step up for K'Wan Williams? Probably going to be Dante Johnson, but that will be something that we'll have to see in real time. No Marcel Harris, no Aziz Al-Shaair. So it does look like Dre Greenlaw, Fred Warner will be the two primary linebackers for this team going into this. What impact those two guys being out have? Again, special teams. When your key special teamers are hurt, who comes up to play? Practice squatters, guys who aren't out there and aren't meant to be out there. So that's one of the biggest impacts when you lose key contributors and key depth pieces. You're losing special teams contributors. So we'll see how that is managed. Overall, the defensive line should be pretty much healthy. Kowalski's going to be back. So, woo! It is going to be a wild ride today, ladies and gentlemen. So I hope you guys are ready. I hope you guys are. I'm sure you're nervous. I'm sure you're excited. I'm sure there's a lot of emotions going on, but this is it. Win and get in for the San Francisco 49ers. Atlanta Falcons have an opportunity to help the 49ers right now with a win over New Orleans, but it doesn't change the fact that the 49ers want to take care of business themselves. Don't leave it in anyone else's hands. Take care of business and take it to the LA Rams. Let's do this for the last time. Obviously, we understand now the full scope. Who's starting, who's not starting, who's available, who's not available. Let's do it one last time. Drop your score predictions in the chat, and we will end on that note, and we will get ready for the game that will kick off in about 25 minutes. Last time before the game starts. Relax. So what are your score predictions? I want to see it. One last time before the game kicks off here. We got 55-10. 27-7 Niners, still confident. 28-24 from Kevin. 35-38. That looks like actually a Rams score. Word isn't feeling confident about Jimmy. Niner by nature says Rams will win. Marketing pro will get his wish. God, I hope not. 35-38. Jesse Wade says 26. Hey, is this my Jesse Wade from Facebook? I think it is. Said he was going to create a YouTube just for the channel. We see you. Let's go. I think that's my boy. 34-17 Rams, 27-20, 21-17, 49-14, Niners 34-17. Trey Lance plays lights out against the Rams. So Joaquin is calling out Trey Lance performance. We've talked about that being a range of outcome, that Jimmy can't finish the game if he gets hit or something like that happens. So it is possible. It is possible. 31-28 Niners. Justin's calling the shutout. Ooh. TK says 21-17, 30-27, 27-21. Oh, the blowout. Gotta love it. 27-17. Yes, sir. We see you, my boy. We got 42-23, 24-13. Trent is dealing with an elbow injury. Didn't practice all week, so it's actually not a huge surprise that he's been ruled out. We got 34-21, 10-6, 27-10. We see the squad, baby. 28-24 Rams, 31-17 us, 31-17, 24-21, 33-24. All right, so you can get an idea here what we got from the score predictions in the chat. I don't know about you guys. So there have been games where I've been ridiculously confident and the 49ers have lost. Again, I went into the Titans game on Thursday Night Football like vibrating. I was so confident that the 49ers were going to come out and just smack the Titans in the face. They technically did, except they gave the game away. We don't want to see that this time. I admittedly don't have the same level of confidence that I did heading into that Titans game. But that's okay. As literally it comes across, the Titans have clinched the number 1 seed in the AFC West. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. So we're going to find out, guys. It is going to be quite the roller coaster. Obviously, tap in with us for the post game. Win or lose, it's going to be wild. It's going to be wild. It's going to be wild. So hopefully I'll see you guys after the game. Hopefully one that we're talking about a dub from either the San Francisco 49ers and or the Falcons at this point. So let's get this dub, guys. It's going to be a wild one. Gonna be crazy. Gonna be crazy. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. So we will see you guys here at the end. We will see you guys here after the game, and we'll talk about it all. So enjoy this game. Try not to be too stressed while you're watching it. Try to enjoy it. And let's go. Let's go. Colton McKivitz. Let's go. Time to feast. I hope you guys have a great time watching the game. Hopefully the outcome is what we're looking for, and I will see you guys at the end. Later.